Hello everybody, it's happy hour. Hello, who's on here with me? Hi everybody, welcome to happy hour. It's Saturday, it's the weekend. I hope you guys are having a great time. My hair's all windblown, but you know what? I don't care. That's the little stuff, and the little stuff is just that. So the important stuff is the gratitude and the happiness and the joy. And I am so happy today. And I wanted to come on because you guys said you would come on here with me today. So I'm waiting for you. It's happy hour. It's time to be happy. It's time to shout out some gratitude. And every day I do that. This is my book, The Gratitude Vase. It's on Amazon. You can get it there. And every day I write in here who I'm grateful for. It's a workbook. And as you can see, the pages are empty as far as the dates and who you're going to write in there. So all you have to do is put down what date it is, how many days you've been doing it, and then who you're grateful for, and send them that little message. It makes such a difference. Gratitude has changed my whole life. It has changed everything about my life, because when I started doing gratitude, when I found it, and the way that I actually found gratitude, because I was not grateful. I was in a very bad place, and I wasn't grateful at all. So the way I found gratitude was with this book called The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. And I'm teaching a lesson out of this book every day. There are 28 lessons. And we've already covered making gratitude list, which is something that we're doing every day. Every day we make a list of 10 things we're grateful for. And then why? Why are you grateful? This is an aspect that many people that do gratitude lists don't look at why they're grateful for those things. They just know they are. So they write it down, on a piece of paper or in a book, in a journal, whatever. But this takes it a little bit further, because you figure out why you're grateful for it. You write down what it is, and then why are you grateful? And then after you've made your list of 10 things, then you go back and you reread the list. You read it starting with the number 1, and you read that. Hi, Brandy Mullen. So you read what you're grateful for and why, and then you say those magic words. There's 3 magic words that you say, and that's thank you, thank you, thank you. It works like magic. There is just that secret ingredient that we've been missing for a long time about gratitude. It's like we know that we should be grateful, and we're taught, our manners to say thank you and all of that. But we're talking about something very deep here, people. We're talking about really looking inside about why we're grateful and really getting in touch with it, really feeling that gratitude. It does. It makes such a difference. And then when we do the interactive gratitude, like we do in Gratitude Vase, and we have a Facebook group now that's Gratitude Vase, where we share with each other who we're grateful for. But the whole idea is to share it. You don't want to hold on to it. It's one of those feelings like, I have to share this with somebody. So you share with that person that you're grateful for them. And then magic really happens, because it just explodes. And then they're going to share out, that they were blessed by your gratitude, blessed by your words. So try it. If you're not in our Gratitude Vase group, jump in there. It's an open group. Anybody can jump in and join, and we would love to have more people involved. So thank you. Thank you all. Let's see some hearts, those of you that are in the Gratitude Vase group. I hope you're enjoying that group, and I hope that you're participating, because I love to see the comments. I love to see who you're grateful for. And, some people write in there why they're grateful for that person. And I love to see that. That's just beautiful. So we've talked about our gratitude list. We also have one other thing that we do every day, and that's the magic rock. Our magic rock works like magic, because you're going to hold on to that every night. every night, the last thing before you go to sleep, before you close your eyes, hold your magic rock and say what the best thing that happened to you during the day. Get in touch with that feeling of whatever that was that happened and how it made you feel, and say thank you. Thank you for this happening to me today. And wow, that's how you're going to go to sleep. So it just really lifts your vibration when you do that. We also talked about relationships, and any relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be with family, with friends, any relationship, to state why you're grateful for that person that you're in a relationship with. Whether it's, like I said, whether it's family or a romantic relationship, siblings. We talked about all of that. And then yesterday we talked about magic money. How many of you did your magic money exercise? I loved it. I carried mine with me all day today, everywhere I went. I pulled out my magic money and looked at it, and I said those magic words, thank you for all the money I have been given throughout my life. And yesterday we looked at the fact that our whole life we were given things. When we were children, we were clothed, we were fed, but somebody had to pay for that. So that's what the things we looked at yesterday, all the money we were given throughout our life, and being grateful for whatever we have, whatever little bit we have, because the more you're grateful for what you have, the more you will have. Well, today's lesson, we are talking about the way out of negativity. And, I used to really dwell in negativity. It was like if something was going to go wrong, it was going to go wrong for me. I used to say, if there's a mosquito in the house, it's going to find me. And sure enough, it did, because I drew that to me. When we complain, whatever it is we're complaining about, that's what we draw to us, more of that. Hi, Christine. Thank you for jumping in here. We're just beginning the lesson for today, which is the magical way out of negativity. So if we know, which it is, it's a fact, if we know that being negative and complaining is only going to bring us more negativity and more things to complain about, why on earth would we do it? Why would we do that? Right? So think to yourself before you make a negative comment, before you dwell in that place of negativity, am I willing to pay the price for this complaint? Really think about that the next time that you find yourself starting to complain about something. Maybe something's not going right at work, or a family member has really gotten to you, or a friend has said something negative, or you had a fight with your husband or your wife. Are you really willing to complain about that to somebody else, or even to the world, or post it on Facebook? Because you're going to be paying a price for it. So if you're willing to pay the price, which means that there's more stuff like that going to come your way, go ahead. It's your choice. You have free will. But if you want to find your way out of negativity and really look at how can I turn this around? How can I turn my life around so that I'm happy, so that I'm smiling and I'm joyful and I'm not dwelling in a place of negativity? This is how you do it. You do it with gratitude. You do it with starting with little things. Did you ever watch Pollyanna? Have any of you seen the movie Pollyanna? It's a Walt Disney movie, and it's old. It's really old, okay? But in the movie, Pollyanna was this little girl, and she found something positive about everything. And that's why when you're maybe being a very positive person, somebody might call you a Pollyanna. That's where that came from. But it was her way of looking at what she could find in the world that was good, what she could figure out that she could be grateful for. And we can do that same thing. Yes, Christine, it was an awesome movie. And we can learn from the glad game that Pollyanna played. Whenever we find ourselves in a situation, let's say if you're out of work and you need to find another job, then look at what's positive in your life instead of, oh, woe is me. What is positive? Positive is you have experience. So, that's a good thing. So be grateful for the experience that you've had up to this point that's going to help you find another job. Be grateful for the time that you can regroup. There's always something about every situation that we can find to be grateful for. And there's some things that Rhonda wrote in the book, The Magic, that I wanted to read. And one of those is, it's impossible to be negative when you're grateful. And this is what I'm talking about. It may look like the worst situation in the world. It may look like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make it through this? How am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to have food? But look and find something to be grateful for. Because if you can find one thing to be grateful for in your situation, then that's a point where a negative thought is not coming in and taking over. Hi, Kimberly. Thank you for joining. So in any situation, find something positive, and you can turn anything around by doing that, by focusing on the positive. Because let me read this sentence again. It's impossible to be negative when you're being grateful. And I mean really what we're learning, that deep feeling of gratitude, not just the lip service. It's impossible to criticize and blame when you're grateful. It's impossible to feel sad or have any negative feeling when you're grateful. And the best news is that if you have any negative situations in your life currently, it won't take a long period of time to transform them with gratitude. The negative situations will disappear in a puff of smoke, just like magic. Hi, Kimberly. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate you being in. So we talked about the glad game, right? And how in any situation we can find something to focus on that's positive instead of focusing on the negative. I had to go out today and do some things, and when I got home, there was a pool party going on outside my door. It's still going on. I live right at the pool in my apartment complex, and it's a kid's birthday party, so they were being a bit loud. And, I could have looked at that like, oh my gosh, I wish they would just stop and be done with their party because I'm going to be on live on Facebook. And, I don't want to have to listen to all of that. I could have gone there, but I didn't. I almost had that thought, and I caught myself, and I thought, what can I look at that's positive about what's happening right now in my situation? Okay, what I can look at is, thank you, God. I have the means, first of all, to go on Facebook Live. I have a phone that's connected to the internet. It's a smartphone, and I can turn it on, and I can go on Facebook Live. And I can do this with my friends. So thank you. That's a very positive thing right there. The other positive I looked at was those kids are having a blast out there. They're raising the vibration with their positive energy and playing and having fun. So thank you, God, for the positive energy that's floating all around me right now. So it's just any situation that we have, find something to be grateful for. So whatever your negative situation is, I want you to find one thing in your life that you'd like to see improved. So focus on that one thing, whatever it may be. You don't have to tell me, but you know what it is. Whatever is negative that's affecting your life right now, focus on that. And then focus on, how can I turn this around with gratitude? What can I find? If I can find just one thing in that situation to be grateful for. Let me look at one thing to be grateful for. Just like what I did. You know, you don't have to think real hard. Just look at what's going on with the situation. And then focus on what is it I can be grateful for. So what you do is you can make a list, or you can just like think of it in your head when you're looking at whatever it is that's the negative. And you can tell that it's affecting you after you do the gratitude. Kimberly, yes, this is day 6, but in the book we're on day 7 because I skipped day 6. And the reason I skipped day 6 is because it's about work. So I'm going to do that tomorrow so that you all will be focusing on that on Monday, which is a work week for most people. So I just kind of switched the 2 days. So right now, it is day 6 of our exercises, but if you're following along in the magic book, it's day 7 of the exercises. So I hope that's not too confusing for you. Diane, hi, I'm so glad you're here. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, Diane. I love my pool. I love being out there, and I love the laughter of the kids and when they're having fun. So what we're talking about is if there's any negative situation or any situation that's bringing a negative vibration to you in your life, look at something positive to be grateful for. That's this exercise. That's how we're going to turn things around. So if you're making a list, you can say, I am so grateful for, and just put whatever it is you're grateful for in that situation. Or I am truly grateful for, and look at something you're really, really happy about in your life. That's another way to raise the vibration. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you for being here. I want to read you this quote by Buddha because it goes right along with the glad game. His quote is, let us rise up and be grateful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let us all be grateful. Right? That's playing the glad game. That's looking at, okay, well, maybe I am sick. Maybe I chose to bring something to me that caused me to have a cold or whatever it is in my life. Then at least I'm still here and I can do something about it. That's a positive. So look at what the positive is in the situation and be grateful for it. You know, my sister, my baby sister Sheila, I love her so much. And she used to, a couple of years ago, when somebody would complain about something, you know, it was like, didn't matter what it was. They could complain about it, you know, they stubbed their toe. Her response automatically was, well, did you die? And at first I thought, oh, that's really a cold thing to say. But now Buddha said it. It's like, wait a minute, you know, did you die? We're still here. You're still here. You're still alive to talk about what's going on and to look for a solution. Because, you know, the more that you're grateful and the more you can give gratitude in whatever your situation is, whatever it is, even the little negative that's yes, Chrissy, a learning experience, then the brain will kick in and it's going to look for possible solutions to your problem. It's going to try to figure out, okay, well, you know, she's being really grateful and she's being really positive, so how can we fix this now? How can we fix whatever it was that was creating this this lesson? You know, what is there that we can do? What are some steps that we can do to get out of that? And all of a sudden, doors will start opening, and you'll start seeing and looking at it in a different way. It's a change of perspective. I love Dr. Wayne Dyer. Dr. Wayne Dyer is one of my favorite, most loved mentors. And I send him blessings in heaven right now where he's at. He's still guiding us from there. And Dr. Dyer says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So that's perspective. That's changing your perspective. That's the way, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Isn't that beautiful? Hang on one moment. Don't you know I always get deliveries when I'm on the phone with you guys. Hello?
How you doing?
Good? Hi?
How you doing?
Good.
We have two packages for you, but it has a different names. Angels
Yes.
and Mailer.
Yes.
Just want to make sure.
Okay. I'll be right back, guys.
One.
Trying to keep my cast from getting out. I'm sorry. Thank you. I got goodies. Okay. So where were we? Thank you all for hanging in there with me while I got my goodies. All right, so who jumped in? Joanne. Thank you, Joanne, for being here. And thank you all for being patient while I had to answer the door and somebody sent me wonderful stuff. I'm so excited. So those of you that just joined in, thank you, Brandy. Those of you that just joined in, we're doing gratitude. It's happy hour with gratitude. And I'm so grateful for whoever sent me something, and for whatever it is, I'm already grateful for it. And thank you. So we're talking about gratitude, and my gratitude person today is Benjamin Singer. And Benjamin is amazing. He's dynamite. I love Benjamin, and I hope you're going to watch this, Benjamin, so you can see that I'm sending you out love and light. So our lesson for today is the magical way out of negativity. Oh, you want me to open it? I love it. Okay. Let me see what I got. Oops. I love you guys. You all are so much fun. Oh my gosh, it's in bubble wrap. Lots of bubble wrap. See all the bubble wrap? Hi, Karen Time. Thank you for jumping in here. It's a book. Oh my gosh. It's a book, The Mastery of Self by Don Miguel Ruiz. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all know how much I love Don Miguel Ruiz. I saw him last weekend, and the person that went with me to see him sent me this book. Thank you. Awesome. And I actually got a text from him yesterday. I was so excited. Wow, that just made my day. Do you see how my vibration just lifted there? Amazing. I love it. And I love this book. Maybe I'll teach that next. Okay, so right now, let's get to this lesson. I love you guys. You all are amazing. So we're talking about the magical way out of negativity. So when you're doing this exercise and you're thinking about that thing that's causing you to have a low vibration, and you're looking for anything positive, anything at all that's positive that you can give gratitude for, that you can just lift your vibration by saying, you know, I'm grateful for this. You know, just like the example that we used. Maybe you're sick, but at least you didn't die from that. And so you're still able to find a solution to whatever the illness is. So when you do that and you find out what it is that you're going to give gratitude for, say thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect solution to the problem. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect solution. Because when you start turning it around and pivoting from the negative, all of a sudden the brain starts trying to figure out, how are we going to fix this? How are we going to find the perfect resolution to whatever it is? Do you see how that works? Does that make sense to you guys? Don't you just love this? I love it. All right, so here is your homework for tomorrow. Just for today, see if you can get through one day without saying something negative. This may be a challenge for some people. I know when I first started this, you guys, when I did this exercise for the first time, I had to really catch myself. I was like, okay, you know, I won't say that, so I would stop myself. There's important reason to do this because most of us have no idea how much we speak negatively. But you'll have an idea after watching your words for one day. Remember that negativity and complaining bring more of those things. And if you're aware of what you're saying, you can stop and decide if you want the consequences of what you're about to say. Remember, we've already talked about asking yourself, am I willing to pay the price for my complaint? We know that the complaint is going to bring more things to complain about, is going to bring more negativity and lower vibration. Are you willing to pay the price of your complaint when you know that that price is more of what you're complaining about and more negativity in your life? So think about that before you make that next complaint, before you make that next negative post on Facebook or any social media. Am I willing to pay the price for doing this? Do I want more in my life of what I'm already complaining about? Because that's what it comes down to. Hi, Lorraine. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry, Luann. I gotta get closer to my phone. Christine, the Course of Miracles teaches this. Yes, and it's not easy, is it? You know, when we really are focusing on what we're thinking and what we're saying, and we catch ourselves when we start thinking that negative thought, let's turn it around. So if you find yourself starting to go there, okay, you can't help it, you're starting to find something that you're going to complain about, stop yourself and say, but I have to say I'm really grateful for, and then find something you're grateful for, so you're going to negate that negative. You're going to put something that's going to cancel it out. You know, I think it's Abraham that uses cancel, clear, delete. You know, that's a, I can't remember what you call it, but you can say that, cancel, clear, delete, and you just get rid of that negative thought that you just had. But also do what I said, but I have to say I'm really grateful for. And think of what you're grateful for instead of what you're complaining about. And if any little problem or situation appears in the future, remember to put out the embers with gratitude before it grows into a fire. And that's the way to do it, to think of the positive. Think of something positive about your situation. So for tomorrow, you are going to count your blessings like we do every day. Make your list of 10 things you're grateful for. And why? Why are you grateful for those things? And then after each one, say thank you, thank you, thank you. Those are the magic words. I say eject when that happens. Yes, that's another good one. They're called switch words. I just thought of it. Thank you. Yeah, there's switch words you can use to cancel out those thoughts. And that's one of them. Thank you, Joanne. So you're going to make your list of 10 things, and you're going to say the magic words to those 10 things. You're going to choose one problem or negative situation in your life that you want to resolve. Look, this is a way to work on this. This is a way to let your brain figure out your situation, how to fix it. So do this exercise tomorrow. Find one thing that you want to work on, that you want a resolution to. And then she suggests 10 things that you're grateful for about the negative situation. Sometimes I couldn't get to 10 things, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. When I did this exercise before, I listed what I could. It was like, okay, this is what I can find to be grateful for, you know? And I think mine, when I did it the first time, I was focused on money, you know, my financial situation. And so I did the best I could. It was like, okay, I don't have a lot of money, but at least I have $10, you know, and being grateful for what I have. That's a start. And then looking at, okay, I don't have a lot of money, so that means I can't go out and blow a lot of money, right? You know, there's ways to look at things and turn it into a positive, and being grateful for the situation and what's happening in the situation. So just for today, at the end of your list, if you are making a list, or if you're just thinking about the positives, say thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. After you've thought about how can I look at this in a positive light and find some things to be grateful for. Hi, Karen Palmer. Then at the end of all that, say thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. Because guess what? That's exactly what's going to happen. Remember, we talked about if we just complain about it, we're going to be given more to complain about. But if we're grateful, if we can find anything at all about that situation to be grateful for, then our brain and the universe is going to collaborate, and they're going to find the perfect resolution of this situation for you. And then before you go to sleep tonight, you're going to hold your magic rock. You know, I am really loving this magic rock exercise. I just love it. At the end of every night, before I go to sleep, I hold my rock and I look back over my day. And this is such a good thing for us to do, to really reflect on the day and what happened today and what is there about this day that I can be grateful for and that made me feel so good. What was that very best thing that happened in my life that I'm going to be grateful for? And then say thank you. Say thank you, or I am so grateful that this happened. Just like me right now, I am so grateful that my friend sent me this book by Don Miguel Ruiz. I mean, I just got it. You guys watched it arrive. You watched me open the door and get the package, and then you made me open it. Thank you. And I love it. My vibration is so lifted. So that's going to be, I already know when I do my magic rock tonight, it's going to be showing gratitude for receiving this beautiful gift that I just got in the mail. And I thank my beautiful friend that sent it to me. I love you. You know who you are. This has been beautiful. Thank you all. You know, I wasn't sure if anybody would show up. It is the weekend. And you guys have just made my day. I love this. So the last thing I want to talk about, as I always do, is I choose peace. I choose peace. Let's use that hashtag on every social media. Everywhere you are, if you're on Facebook and you make a post or you respond to somebody's post, use the hashtag I choose peace. It makes a big statement about who you are and what you're all about. And it just puts peace out in everybody's vision. Okay, when they see those words, that's something positive, that's something uplifting, is peace. So when they see that on their Facebook page, that does something inside of them because it's an uplifting and soothing word. So use it every time you're on social media. I choose peace. And as you know, I'm working toward world peace. I'm looking for peace ambassadors. I'm looking for people to help me on this journey, on this adventure. I'm looking at it as an adventure. We're trying to, well, we will place, I'll take those words back. What is it, Joanne? Eject? We will place a national peace ambassador in every nation, all 196 nations. And we will have peace ambassadors here in the United States that are working with those nations. And we will have a peace ambassador in every state. So if you want to get involved, let me know. Let me know that you want to work with me in doing this, in finding the people, or if you're one of those people. And we'll have a wonderful summit meeting in September to raise the vibration about peace. I'm going to have one here in Florida, and it's all going to be happening at the same time, no matter where we're at. Hi, Christine. You work at Costco. Grateful you work in the office so you can tune in. I am too. And also grateful to work for a great company that take good care of us. Christine, please tune in tomorrow at the same time at 5 o'clock, because our lesson tomorrow is about work, about magic work, and it's what you will be doing for all day on Monday. So tomorrow we'll talk about that, and I love the exercise that we do with magic work. Today was magic negative, how to find our way out of magic negativity, or magic way out of negativity. I'll get this right. Thank you all for bearing with me. It's been quite a day. It has really been quite a day. I took a drive over on the beach side. We have a lot of festivals going on in my area right now. And so traffic was horrible. But you know what? I didn't complain. I didn't complain because I already knew what the lesson was today. And I already had it in my head that if I complain, guess what? The traffic's going to get worse. There'll be traffic jams, and I won't make it back home in time to do my Facebook Live. I mean, there was just all of this thought process that happened. And this is what I'm telling you. This is how gratitude changes our lives. I mean, let me tell you, I sat through one turn signal 3 times because I couldn't turn. That's how bad the traffic was. Plus, it was a place where we had a drawbridge, so I had to wait for the boats to go by. But did I sit there and say, would you all come on, I've got a place to be? No, I just sat there and enjoyed the day, and I looked around and watched all the people that were around me and sent love and light and was thankful for the beautiful day we have with sunshine. I know that I'm privileged to live where I live. I live in one of the most beautiful cities in the world, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Our weather is absolutely gorgeous. The beach is like 5 minutes from my house, and I can go there and sit and enjoy the ocean and enjoy the beauty that's there. I know how privileged I am, and I am grateful every day of my life for where I live and the fact that I am blessed in where I live. So no matter where you're at, find something positive that you can look at in your environment. You know, maybe it's snowy. Be grateful for the snow, for the beauty of it. If it's raining, be grateful for the water. We need the water. We have to have water to survive. So see, in any situation, you can find something to be grateful for. And the more we find those little things to be grateful for, we can pivot away from any negative, anything at all. Hi, Selena. Thank you for jumping in here and joining us. It's been a magical, magical half an hour. I thank you all for being here. Our gratitude lesson today was our magical way out of negativity. And it's from the book, The Magic. And if you missed this, if you missed the majority of it or the lesson from it, I am posting these on YouTube. Every day after I get off of here, I upload it to YouTube. So every day's lesson will be on there. And I really encourage you all to go watch it so you can get the lesson again and just listen to it again. And also to share it out. Share it with your friends. Share it with anybody who needs to be uplifted, and especially today's lesson. There's so much negativity in the world. So if we can figure out the magic ingredient for bringing ourselves and our world out of that negativity, why would you not do that? Right? So do that and do the exercise for today. I want you to do it all day tomorrow. Today we're still focusing on money until the end of the day, and then you'll do your magic rock. And then starting tomorrow, I want you to find one situation that you have that you would like to see improve. And you're going to look for anything you can be grateful for in that situation. Anything at all you can be grateful for. And make a list of those things, or just think of them in your mind, whichever way you want to do it. And what you're going to do is at the end of that, at the end of either thinking it through or writing it down, say thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution, because it will happen. The universe and your brain will conspire together, and they will find the perfect resolution to whatever it is, whatever issue you're dealing with of negativity, whatever it is that you're looking to improve in your life. So, hi Jeannie, thank you for jumping on here. Yes, I will be tomorrow. We have a spiritual fair going on at the Center for Inner Wisdom in Oakland Park on Dixie Highway. If you want more information about that, let me know. It's the Spiritual Oasis. I will be there. I'm not doing readings this time. I am going to have a vendor table set up, and I'm going to have my books. All of my books will be there. And I have some little giveaways, and I have a contest, and I'll be teaching people about the magic drinking water blessing, where you can call in abundance just by the water that you drink. So come by and see me at my booth tomorrow when I'm at the Spiritual Oasis. I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I will be broadcasting from the Center for Inner Wisdom tomorrow, so I'll show you guys some of what's going on there if you tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. And I love you. Have a magical night. And I thank you. Thank you. I appreciate each person that has taken time to come on here, and those of you who will take time to listen to this on the replay and listen to it on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the smiles and the thumbs ups. I love you guys. You're amazing. Have a great night. Bye now.